Behind me is the Opel Grandland Electric. Now this is a 73 kilowatt hour Grandland that I have today. Thanks to one of my dealers actually gave me this car so I can review it. This is an SUV crossover. It is quite large. It's around 4.5 meters long and 1.6 meters tall, and has a lot of smart features on it. And it's a little bit different between the mild hybrid and the plug-in hybrid versions. Their packages are different, so make sure you check those out. Now let's get to the exterior. Take a look at the front over here. We have this illuminated Opel badge, and then we have obviously this beautiful daytime running light. Covers all over to here. Even the sides over here have this nice plus grill, plus signs, which is really cool. Interesting. And we're gonna take a look at the side profile. We're gonna take a look at the engine very soon. So you know it's electric for now. Even says it over there. Nice side profile. This one comes with a 360 view camera as well, which you can see under the camera. Very interesting side profile. It looks actually really nice. It looks kind of sporty. And this massive charging port. I believe it is electrified, so we're going to take a look at that later. We're going to talk about the charging speed as well. And here is the back. Now I apologize, it is a little dirty. They didn't take it to a car, which is fine. It's the car that matters. I have this illuminated Opel. Each letter is illuminated in red. Have a red light going all across the back, and you have these three panels. It is kind of difficult to get it because of the sunlight, but they are illuminated. They look actually really nice. Let's go check out the driver's seat, and it does have a pretty large driver's seat. Let's check out the door as well. Very interesting door here. It's kind of almost like fabric, soft material over here. Nice buttons here for mirror if you want to turn it on and off. I'm not sure what this is for. I've actually no idea about that, but one cool thing is the vent. You see the vents are actually on the door. And if we move over here, it's because here is where the cold air or hot air, the air comes from. And once you close the door, this vent over here, which I'm going to demonstrate in a second, it actually covers that area. So it blows it into this and then blows it out from the door. Interesting design I've never seen on any other car in my entire life. I'm going to take a seat and see how this thing is like. So I'm 177 centimeters. It's quite large. Lots of headroom. Legroom is also really good. Seats, even if you get the highest trim on this one, on the electric one in Sweden, you don't get the motorized seats. It comes with, if you get massage seats, then it becomes motorized. And then you get this nice steering wheel. You have a nice dash over here. And over here, it doesn't look a lot crazy. Some controls here for the back. And let's move on to the other side. We're gonna take a look from there. Now let's start up with the front over here. You have this not a fabric, I don't know what you want to call it. Some soft cushion here, some interesting metal, plastic, softer plastic up here, heads-up display over there. Take a look at the glove box. It is relatively small. Barely, this is my hand, as you can see, really not large. It is very dampened. You have these seats over here, and you have ISOFIX front here. Interesting, it says GS because it's the highest trim. And you can also adjust the thigh rest, which is really cool. You have wireless charging down here with two USB-C ports, one for data transfer and one for charging. You have the hazards over here. You have one vent over there, one vent on the passenger door, and one vent in the middle, a large vent. It's a pretty interesting design, I would say. And this is the large screen. I believe this thing is maybe 12 inches. I'm not sure. The smaller one is basically this big. and then you have nothing over there. This one's the largest one. It has a lot of features, and it's very smooth. Yeah, this thing has built-in Google Maps. I'm gonna take a seat over here, and really nice if you want to move it around. I'm trying to get it to work. I'm gonna zoom into it. Smooth Google Maps. This thing also calculates the trip based on your charging stops. We have the cup holders here, and the cup holders do actually move, which is interesting. Center console here opens like this. Some extra storage down there, some other things. Too bad. But the drive selector here, which shows on the dash here, you can set it to sport. Dash, I mean infotainment, and etc. You can also swipe like this if you have two things. If you want to have two things. It shows you the clock over there, which is pretty cool. And you have some excess buttons here, like climate control. You can choose them here. And you have this thing, which is beautiful, because it is much better when you have manual control. Controls that you know where they are, not only on the screen. You have extra buttons, so when you're driving, you can easily adjust this without looking at the screen, because you know the middle one is for fan. I want to turn it on, and then you have the maximum, minimum, and of course the windshield heaters. As I mentioned, heads-up display over there. You have this extra storage compartment for sunglasses. You also have the panoramic sunroof all the way up there, which you can open up. Only this obviously, but pretty well. You can open it all the way up, and then you can close it by just press it once. You can also open it with only pressing it once. And you also have the sunshade that you can also adjust, which is really nice. I'm going to do that just to prevent sun from burning our eyes. The steering wheel looks really solid. No buttons, more like touch haptic, unlike the other Opels, like the Frontera. You actually have on the Frontera you have buttons and you have things that you can actually adjust, but this one you have touch haptics, which you press for each button. And this is actually cool because I'm going to show you on the dash. If you want to change the thing on the dash, if you want to say you want to change it to something else, you can actually press over here on light control. Can you press it on the other side? Because no, yes you can. The other side does change it. This one changes the category, like what you want to have, and this one changes based on what you can change on the category. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Which is nice, I guess, pretty cool. And you can change it to different things. And turn the infotainment off. I don't know what it is with every Opel. The infotainment just turns on by itself. Kind of annoying at some point. And this is what it looks like. Basically, you got the focal sound system, and it looks relatively large. You also have this when you close the charging compartment, and then you have this is actually something that you can see through. I can't do it right now because of the camera. The gear selector is like any other Opel and Peugeot. So check out the rear seats and see how they are. I'm actually haven't figured this thing out. Oh, there we go. It opens up manually. I'm going to talk about the charging very soon. All right, just got a sneak peek of it. You got the rear seats. Looking at the door, it looks pretty similar to the front. Same material. And got this interesting metal black, almost like a carbon fiber look. I'm not sure. I don't think this is a carbon fiber. And then you have speakers over here, speakers down there, hard plastic, some soft material over here, metal, and actually pretty smooth windshield controls. So, the seats are similar to the front, slightly different. And I'm just gonna fix the headrest. Every single Opel that I've been in, every single car, the headrest is always low. So that's kind of a problem. Sitting in here, it is really nice, soft. I have quite a lot of leg support. I'm 177 centimeters. And I have lots of leg room here. Even if you're taller than me, you do have quite a lot of space down there. You can fit your feet down there. And we're gonna move on to the other side to get a better view from what we have in the back seats. All right. I was kind of distracted because there's some glitter on up here. I'm not sure if that is supposed to be like that, but let's not think about it. You have this fabric, smoother fabric over here and here, and then get this synthetic glitter. Do we have any cup holders? Yes, we do. You have some phone compartment too, I guess you want to call it. Put your phone over here, and no heated rear seats. I guess honestly, I feel like it should be standard on every single family car. I don't know why they don't do it. Yes, they don't. You have these vents over here. No extra climate control for the back. You have a 12-volt socket with 2 USB-Cs. And get it, if further down, the USB-Cs are down here. And some extra storage down there, of course. So not too crazy with the rear seats. A lot of space. And of course, this panoramic roof will look amazing once I can actually do it. Get rid of the shade. And just demonstrate it. So it does look really nice when you have a panoramic sunroof. Of course, you have the sun, which you should consider. Some more expensive cars out there do have interesting sun protection instead of having a whole shade moving. It looks really nice for the back, for the family. It looks amazing. So we should check out the trunk. All right, let's check out the trunk space of this Opel Grandland and the electric one. We're actually going to measure. So just first impression of the trunk, it is quite large. You see you have lots of space over here. Even though the seats are still there, you have some extra bands over here and 12-volt socket on this side, not on that side. And even underside, you have some even more space for some charging cables and some extra things. To the side, we're actually going to see how long it is from there to there. It is, let's check the highest. So it's around 93 centimeters long. I'm going to check the width. It is around 102 centimeters wide, and it is, oops, almost got it into my face. And it is around 71 centimeters tall. Now if we fold the seats, which you can do over here, fold them like this. We're just going to check the length because the width is still the same. And that is, ooh, even more. It is around, let me see, I'm checking it from this place. It is around 166 centimeters long. I guess it is something. Some cars are obviously larger. They can go up to 180, but it's fine. I guess this one is not as big as those cars. So reasonable trunk size. All right, let's drive this car. You can see we shift into reverse. We have the 360 view camera, and the car is actually not driving back. Just kind of crazy. You have to accelerate yourself. You know, you don't have that crawling that you have in pretty much every car out there. And then it moves to the front camera. Let's drive over here instead. Very soft steering wheel, and the throttle is really responsive. It's a weird sound for the turning signals. You do feel a lot of shakes though in this car. I believe it's supposed to have some sort of dampers, but you can still feel a lot of shaking in this car, even though this car is in normal and not on eco. It doesn't have any like personal setting. And you can also adjust the region braking here. It shows on the dash. I went to normal. It is kind of comfortable. I mean, you do feel bumps a little bit, especially if you're driving over these different obstacles here. We have a bump over here. We're going to drive around 20 kilometers per hour. We're going to see how much we feel it. Okay, this did go past it, not bad. The view itself is quite a lot. You do have a lot of view across you. You see everything. You don't really have any obstacles blocking your vision. The settings are also very high for the region braking. So each level that you choose is actually like, there's a massive jump between each level of region braking. So you do feel almost like instant braking. Alright, so we're going to do the hill test where we're going to put the car on an uphill and downhill and see how it is if we want to start from there. Say I'm parked over here, it's an uphill. I got a few cars that I got to let pass first. And I'm going to see how does the car react if I want to start from an uphill. I'm going to shift the park back into P and let it remain parked over there. And we're going to see how does the car help us to start from such an uphill. I'm going to roll the window back up a little bit. All right, so now we have less cars in front of us. So we're going to try it. We're just going to let this UPS van also pass just for safety. Apparently I couldn't find an uphill that wasn't crowded and as good as this uphill. So we're going to go ahead and see how it is in a second after this Fiat. All right, now we're going to test it. So we're going to shift the car into drive. So this car will remain remain on parking brake until you accelerate. So if I accelerate down, parking brake goes down and the car starts rolling forward. And now I'm going to go ahead and shift this car to park. We're going to start up again. This time we're going to start without the parking brake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift to drive, let go of the parking brake, let go of the brake. So that the car does hold until you accelerate, which is really important. And I've seen this on other cars such as Volvo CX-40 on the manual versions. I haven't tried the automatic version. So this car will remain stationary once you let go of the brake, and then it will help you to accelerate. So I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna hold the brake, car stationary, and I can accelerate. It is quite important. Now some cars will remain like that. I don't think this car has anything called auto hold on it. So I don't know about that, but that's the good thing about this car. Let go of the brake, it holds stationary until I can feel the brake being very heavy, and there's a car behind me, so I can't really do it. So I'm just going to put the parking brake back up, and we're going to try now in a downhill to see how the car reacts to that. Now we're in a downhill. As you can see, we have it on the camera over here. We can see the forward camera and sides. Now we're going to go ahead and try the downhill. How does this car help us to drive downhill? Now, as we already know from earlier, this car will have its handbrake on until we throttle. I'm going to let these cars pass. There we go. And there you go. I'm just going to reverse back up again, just to keep that thing. Now this thing does help in reverse too. It holds the brake. All right, so we're going to shift it back into park. And now, say I want to start from a downhill. How does this car react? So we put it in drive, handbrake off, let go of the brake, it goes down immediately. Try that again, it goes down immediately. But if you want to reverse, it does actually hold the car until you accelerate. Try that again, holds the car, my foot is off the brake, now it went back up. Try that again, foot is off the brake, car goes down. So it does help you if you want to reverse, if you have a handbrake on. And also the mirrors do move down so you can see the corners of the car. So it's a pretty cool feature. Now this one is a 213 horsepower, 73 kilowatt hour battery. And this one can charge from 20 to 80%, and DC fast charger around half an hour. So it is quite fast. And obviously if you use slower chargers, it will take even longer, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours, based on the battery package that you use and of course the charger. This one's front wheel drive, but you can get the all wheel drive version with the longer range models, like larger battery packs. Get the all wheel drive, which is really cool. Let's check out the hood, under the hood. And something that Peugeot and Opel does is that you actually have to open it up twice instead of having an extra thing under the hood to open it up. So we're gonna go ahead and open it right up. This one doesn't have a frunk, obviously. I was kind of expecting it. And you do have some space, but I think you don't want to put anything up here. There's the electric motor, the other things, the 12-volt battery, and of course the windshield wiper fluid. Yeah, nothing too crazy over here. So is this car really worth purchasing? It is quite pricey. It starts from 41,000 euros and it does go quite high up. It is quite spacious. It is fast, even though it's front wheel drive. Of course, you can get the all wheel drive version. It is nice looking Opel. You can also get the plug-in hybrid version based on the country. It's not available in Sweden. There's only a hybrid version of this thing available in Sweden. It's quite spacious, and the interior is actually interesting. Have this nice seats and everything. I feel like it is definitely one of the cars you should consider. However, make sure that this is the one that you really want. If you're going to purchase this car, make sure you check it out, all the details on your own country, because in Sweden it is different. I'm pretty sure it is different in many countries, because the data that I provide is based on the Swedish dealer, not worldwide. But if this is the one you're looking for and you want me to tell you if it's worth it, yes, it is worth it. If you're gonna get a nice car, it is not bad. So make sure to get it if you really like it. If you like this video, well, you know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button. If not, let me know what I can do better in the comment section. And you should check out my other videos too, and make sure to suggest me what I can do better. And if you want to see your car next, well, also go ahead and suggest that in the comment section. I would really appreciate it. If you're new around here, I highly suggest you to subscribe to keep yourself updated. Of course, I'm not a very professional YouTube reviewer, since I don't have access to all of the cars out there. It's only a limited amount, but I will definitely cross this boundary. And if you didn't, once again, let me know what you think about my video so I can improve it. And if you would like to, you can also recommend me to your friends and family so they can also help me to improve myself. So stay tuned for the next video.